We're here today with Troy Lucht, owner of PSI, and Troy's going to run us through a lot of the new introductions he has and also talk about some of the hot items that are already in the program. And as all of you know, the PSI program with the cuttings includes freight out of Mexico right to your door. Troy?
Right, exactly. Some of the new things, what's interesting is we're building on the crazy tunias from Westhoff. Is the variable colors, the kind of the instability of colors. You never quite know exactly what they're going to turn out to be. But we've got a new group here, and what's gaining a lot of attention is this blackberry cheesecake right in front has gained a lot of attention, as well as some of the others like the Swiss Dancer, a really nice white with a little bit of red is showing. And you get into some of these more muted colors, and people are looking at them. Some love them, some hate them. It's a little more of a personal preference on some of these little darker or muddier colors, as I call them.
Well, you know, Troy, coming from Fisher, I was always at my house planting on the window boxes and everything else geraniums. And last year, I planted the window boxes all with crazy tunias. And I gotta say, it was really, really nice. The colors and everything else. This was one of them, the Crazy Tunia Star Jubilee, and we also had Starlight Blue. And we also worked in, I think, some pink Calibracoa, but they were gorgeous.
Yeah, and what I like about the Crazy Tunias is their habits are really becoming more similar. They're more of a mounding, managed habit. So they're very easy to grow. You can put them in pots and or baskets, either way.
Great. Okay, what else?
Well, we'll continue with more petunias because it doesn't seem like we can ever have enough. So, one that looks most exciting to me is this mandarin, which, again, I can show you. This is the perfect tunia orange that's been on the market. And when this came out, this was as orange as we'd had. And now as we've come out with this mandarin, it's really more of a bright orange.
And the perfect tunia also are from Westhoff, correct?
All the perfect tunias are from Westhoff as well, but you can see they're a little bit smaller, a little more tighter mound than the crazy tunias are.
But I understand they're also daylight neutral?
Yeah, they'll flower.
Early to flower.
Well, they'll flower right away. Yeah, that's really the beauty of vegetative petunias is you get early flowering, and your sales window is much faster. You can sell it as a smaller plant. And then as you go through, you can see we've added the glow petunias from last year. I don't have any of the new ones there. There are some interesting ones like this blue stardust. It really
that's nice.
Gained a lot of attention because it's not white with a little blue. It's more like blue with a silver kind of star pattern in it. Otherwise, when you come to other things, you know, there's a few new Lobularias coming from Westhoff. I don't have their new colors. We weren't able to get those, but you can see even the streams are very nice. And we're seeing more of a move from, customers are starting to move from Bacopas into Lobularias.
Why is that?
Colored because these are much more heat tolerant, perform so much better in the summer, and they're not near as sensitive to all the different fertilization pH issues.
Good point, good point.
Beyond that, I think another thing that's interesting, and it came out this last year, but it was kind of not gained a lot of press, was some of this Bracteantha, the Cottage series from Westhoff. And there's also a bronze, which will be a little more, I don't have it here, but it's got more of this reddish tones in it versus the yellow here. But there's four really distinct colors. What makes these nice is you can put them in a 4.5 or a 5-inch pot, size up perfect, match the rest of your products that you go to market with.
I remember seeing these last year at Westhoff, and I was really impressed. And of course, I was there later in the day, so the flowers had opened up, and the uniformity and all was great, and also the narrow foliage makes them a lot less disease.
Yeah, we're excited. I'm very excited because we've always had yellow, and gold has always been a good seller. It's a great summer plant, a good heat tolerant plant. So to see some color options come into it is really a nice thing.
Great.
Beyond that, we could talk about the Osteos that came from Florensis. Really excited just because of some of these new spoon types that came out They've been out for a little while, but really not that available on the market here in the U.S. because nobody was really doing them. With a couple of the spoon
Nice.
types. And then there's some other colors coming, not necessarily spoons, but we've added to broaden this list from PSI. So you'll have a whole range of colors.
Great, great.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
You bet.